Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, I wanted to take a couple minutes and just show you some of the common issues that you will typically find with Azure virtual machines and how to remediate them. So I have few virtual machines now. All of them are Linux. I have a couple Ubuntu and one Debian version that are running in my environment. And there are many ways to look at the problems that you have or vulnerabilities that you have within Azure. And one main place or the centralized place is the security center. But in this video, we're just going to look at directly inside these virtual machines. So if I just click on the first one, okay, so over here, I can go down to security. There is one place where you can see all of your data. And if you come down here, it's telling you, hey, visit the security center to manage security across your virtual network, data, apps, and more, everything in a centralized place. So for here, what it is telling me, okay, so here I have got 6 recommendations. We don't have any security alert, but the configuration wise, we have 6 alerts for this particular Debian machine. And if you look at it, Microsoft is giving me a rating, and you can do and you can sort by the severity type. And right now I have two high severities and whole bunch of medium and one low. So if you look at what are the high severities, and they're associated with the management ports of virtual machines should be protected with just-in-time network. So right now I don't have that enabled. All network ports should be restricted on network security groups associated with the virtual network, and I have not done that. Management ports should be closed on your virtual machines. I have that. Log analytics agents health issue should be resolved. It's a common problem, and sometimes you have to reinstall or the reboot the machine. Guest configuration extension should be installed. This is also a medium problem. And the last one, Azure backup should be enabled for the virtual machine. So this is a low security risk, but it's like a more like a high availability or disaster recovery, that kind of situation and recommendation. For any of them, you can click on the particular issue, and it's gonna give you how often Azure is scanning for the particular problem. It's gonna give you a little bit lengthy description. Okay, it's telling Azure Security Center has identified some overly permissive inbound rules for management ports in your network security group. Enable just-in-time access control to protect your virtual machine from internet-based brute force attack. And here you have a quick fix for some of them. Quick fix: select the unhealthy resource and click on the fix to launch the quick fix. So if you click on the fix button, it's telling you, it's already took you to the just-in-time VM option, and it's telling you, hey, for this particular port, you enable the the just-in-time access, and all you need to do, you need to just say add. And I don't need to say add, sorry, you just need to say save, and that will add all those ports. Okay, it says just-in-time VM access configuration has successfully completed. So we have taken care of the problems, and that's how easy it is to take care of some of these problems. Like over here in this one you don't have a fix button, you have a take action button over here. So over here, it's a manual remediation. So you have to kind of read through and figure out what Azure is asking you to do. And based on that one, you can trigger a logic app, or you can take an action. Okay, so let's go back. Management ports should be closed. So again, another one where we have a manual remediation step. So some of those things that you can do automatically, some the rest of them you gotta do. Sometimes even you read up, like here, this manual remediation, you gotta follow the instructions here in a completely different page. Okay, so I think we have looked at enough of that particular machine. So look, let's go to Ubuntu, and in this one, if I go down to security, I have only one security problem here. Vulnerabilities in your machine should be remediated. So your virtual machine is an infrastructure as a service. So you are responsible for remediating any vulnerabilities you have, any patches that you have missed. So we can click on that one. Again, it's a take an action and description: monitor for vulnerability findings on your virtual machines as were discovered by the built-in vulnerability assessment solution of Azure Security Center powered by Qualys. So Qualys is the agent, and it's a remediation steps. It's saying open SSH command injection vulnerability because I have the port 22 open. Okay, and you, if you want, sometimes you can also look at the disable findings, and then you can take an action. And if you feel like this rule is not valid in your environment, you can click on the disable rule, or you can even provide an exemption for this particular problem. Okay, and if you click on it, you will be able to select the subscription where you are exempting. If you want to go down to even resource group, you can do that as well. And you can also set the expiration date of this exemption. Okay, the exemption I'm giving you for a month. After that, it will again show up as a problem for you, and you can go through these forms and do some more customization if you like. Alright, we have looked at enough of that virtual machine, and at the very last we're going to look at the Ubuntu one, another Ubuntu. So again, I'm going to go down to security. Where is my security? Sometimes I have hard time finding, so I'll just search for security here and it will show up. And in this one I have even more. I have actually in this one I have got even one alert. Okay, and 7 are the recommendations. Again, I can sort by vulnerability, and in this one I have a problem that our disk is not encrypted, and it's saying, hey, you should be using encryption. A couple we have already seen: the management ports and the just-in-time. Vulnerability assessment solution should be enabled. So here I don't have any antivirus, or no endpoint detection solution is available in that machine. Management port should be closed. We have already looked at that one. Authentication to machines should require SSH key. So this one we are using password based authentication. So they're saying, hey, don't use that one, use SSH key based authentication. And that's it. That's about it. I think that what we wanted to kind of demonstrate in here and kind of take a look at. So have fun. Hopefully you got some feedback, some understanding about the common vulnerabilities that we typically see with Azure virtual machine, which is infrastructure as a service, and how to fix them. Thanks for watching the video.